Hi everyone, welcome to the Coding YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, we are creating a React for Beginners course. Here is the third video of that series. If you are interested in React, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. In the last two videos, we set up the development environment for React and created a React project using Vite, and also discussed the React folder structure and talked about how React actually works and renders the content into the browser. If you are interested in that content, links are in the description. Okay guys, with that said, let's go to the today's video, React components. In simply, components are the building blocks of user interfaces in React applications. Imagine building a house. Each brick is a small reusable piece that snaps together to form a large structure. Simply, React components are reusable pieces of code that represent UI elements. They encapsulate both structure, that means HTML, and the behavior, that means the logic, of a specific part of your user interface. Okay guys, let's think in the web world. Think of a button, a form, a navigation bar. These can all be individual React components. Okay guys, now let's get some understanding by doing these things practically. For that, I used my demo application which we created previously, and I removed everything in this app component, keeping this app function and this CSS import. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm creating a button component and use that in this app component. Obviously, app is also a component guys, and we'll create a button component which is similar to this, but it's a button. Now let's see how we can do that. First of all, I'll create a components folder, components, and inside this component folder I'll create a button.jsx file, button.jsx file, and in this button.jsx file I'm going to be able to create my component as a normal function or as an arrow function. I'll create an arrow function, and for that const button, and this is the arrow, and now I have to return my button. This is how we can create a button. Very straightforward thing guys. This is how we can create this button component. The problem is that even though this button component has created, I can't use this outside this particular button.jsx file. For that I have to export this button component, and now I can use this button component anywhere in this React application. I'll use that in the app.jsx files app component. For that you have to give this button syntax as a JSX element. Now what will happen is that this button component will import from components button file. I'm going to be able to use that in this app component. Now if I go to the browser, you can see that button have displayed in the browser, and just imagine you need to reuse this component. Then you can use this as many times as you require. Look, now there are 3 buttons, right? Now just imagine, now this button contains click me text, but what if I need to change this text in my second button? For that you can use things called as props. That means you need to change this click me text. Now you have 2 buttons and all these 2 buttons contain the same text. What if you need to change this click me text? For that you can use interpolation and provide this text as a dynamic content. Instead of providing this as a hard-coded text, I'll give a name called button text, and the thing is that you have to pass this text as a prop to this component. For that just use this kind of syntax. This is the way how you can get inputs to the button component or any other component. Now what I can do is that I can make the text in these buttons change whenever I need. And now if I go there, you can see these two buttons do not contain a text. That's because we do not pass that button text to these buttons. How you can pass props for a particular component is that you can use this particular name, and for that particular name you can pass the button text. It will be click for the first button. Now if I go there, you can see that this click text appear in here. If you need to give another kind of a text for the second button, you click me, that kind of text. You can see that you can change the content in a component by using props in a very easy way. This is the way how you can pass props and change the content inside a component. But what if I need to pass more than one prop? Imagine that if I need to pass some kind of another thing also to this button component. For that, I'll remove this second button. Now you guys can see there's only one button. I'll pass another prop. That will be button text 2, and I can give whatever value, click second or something like that. This prop have to be taken from this particular button component, and for that I'll pass that prop to here. Now I'll use that button text 2 and concatenate these both puts and display as the button text. You can see that click second, all these two strings have concatenated and show as the button text. This is the way how you can actually pass two props for a particular button or a component. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Let's meet in the next video.